Hey, what's up? Welcome back. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like you're not improving fast enough? Like no matter how much you study, no matter how many lessons you go through, you're still not fluent? Maybe you've been practicing for months, maybe you've been practicing for years, and yet conversations still feel like a struggle. Again, you're not alone. Every language learner feels this way at some point in their lives. And when I say everyone, I mean everyone. Even the ones who seem like naturals, they also know what it feels like to struggle. Let me tell you a secret. Progress is not about giant leaps. It's not about suddenly waking up one day and realizing, wow, I'm fluent. That's not how it works. It's about small, consistent steps. Today I'm going to prove that to you. Let's break this down. Let's say you just learn one new word in English every day. Just one. That sounds small, right? But let's do the math. One word a day. How many days are in a year? 365. So that's 365 words in 1 year. How about if you push yourself a little bit? Let's say in the morning you learn one word, and in the evening you learn another new word. That's 2 words a day, right? Well, multiply that by 365. That's 730 words in a year. How about 3 words? 1 word in the morning, 1 word at lunch, 1 word at dinner. That's over 1,000 words. Imagine that. 1,000 words in a year. That's a huge chunk of language. And here's the thing. Once you know that many words, you can form thousands of sentences. You can have conversations. You can play with the words. Maybe learn some figurative language. Create your own. And start making your way to feeling more confident. It's not just about memorizing words. It's about building the ability to communicate. And it all starts with something as small as 1 new word a day. This is what consistency looks like. 1 page after 1 page after 1 page. 1 word after 1 word after 1 word. 1 small effort at a time. It might not feel like much at the moment, just 1 page, but all these pages add up, and you got yourself a book. In fact, it might feel like nothing is happening, but this is what happens when you stay consistent. Every word you learn, every sentence you practice, every time you listen to English, you're adding another page to your book. Can I ask you a question? Have you ever planted a seed? You water it, you give it sunlight, and for weeks, nothing happens. It's just dirt. But underground, something's happening. That seed is growing roots. It's preparing itself. And one day, you see a tiny sprout. That's exactly what's happening when you learn a language. You might not see the results right away, but beneath the surface, your brain is making connections. Your understanding is growing. And one day, it just clicks. That's the power of small, consistent actions. This is an empty bottle. There was water in here before. I want you to think of learning English like filling this bottle with water. If I just pour a few drops in each day, it looks like nothing's happening. The bottle still looks empty. This is when most people give up. They say, I've been studying for weeks, but I don't feel any different. What's the point? But if I keep going, drop by drop by drop, eventually it fills up. And that's how progress happens. Even when you don't see the results right away, every little effort you make is making a difference. Your brain is soaking it all in, even if you don't realize it. These are your legs. So what can you do today? Take one step forward. It doesn't have to be huge. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be something. Take another step. And another step. And another step. And another step. Here's a few simple things you can do right now that represent those little steps. Like I said before, learn one new word a day. Write it down, say it out loud, and use it in a sentence. Listen to an English podcast for 5 minutes. There's so many amazing teachers on YouTube. I'm just one of them. But there are plenty of other channels that you can go to practice your English for just 5 minutes. Even if you don't understand everything, your brain is still learning. You can also read a short article in English. Practice one sentence out loud. Say it with confidence. Watch a short English video. Repeat what you hear. Remember, writing is about speaking, listening, reading, and writing. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you do. It only matters that you do something. Those little steps are something. They're getting you closer to your goal. One small step today, one small step tomorrow. That's how fluency works. And the best part, you won't even notice it at first. But one day, it'll just click. One day, you'll find yourself understanding a conversation you wouldn't have understood before. One day, you'll respond to someone in English without translating in your head, without using Google Translate. One day you're going to realize you're thinking in English. And when that happens, you'll look back and see how far you've come. All because of these little, small, daily steps. Now let's take a moment to reflect. Think about where you were 6 months ago, a year ago. Have you improved? Even a little bit? Maybe you recognize words that you didn't recognize before. Maybe you're speaking with more confidence. Maybe you're just feeling a little bit less afraid of English. That's progress. Even if you don't feel fluent, you are improving. You are learning. And that's what matters. So, keep going. Keep taking these small steps. Because trust me, they add up. And one day, without even realizing it, you'll find yourself fluent. I believe in you. Keep walking. Don't stop now. I'll see you in the next video.